Hi, I'm Matt Kirby with Develop Indy, the economic development agency for the city of Indianapolis. About 3 months ago, Develop Indy, together with TechPoint and our partners at Ice Miller, hosted the very first ever Hoosier Healthcare Innovation Challenge. That day, over 200 of Central Indiana's top developers and entrepreneurs came together to address some of the largest IT challenges facing today's hospital systems and healthcare organizations. Following the event, IT teams from around the state submitted solutions to those challenges, and the top solutions were selected. Here with me today to talk about their solution is one of those finalists, James Schnitzius with CreateIT. James, first off, congratulations on being named a finalist.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your challenge and where you are.
Well, the problem we faced is right now patient readmittance after discharge is a huge problem for all hospitals in America. About 20% of all patients that are actually discharged end up coming back to the hospital. And if that alone wasn't a big problem, the main thing that hospitals are facing, specifically the ones that have Medicare and Medicaid, is that certain patients discharged with certain ailments, if they readmit within 30 days, they are not going to get reimbursed for any work they may do. So if you're readmitted after 30 days for, say, a heart attack or pneumonia or several other symptoms, you will not get reimbursed as a hospital for actually treating those patients again. So hospitals now have incentive to reach out and ensure that patients are following through with good aftercare.
So tell us a little bit about your solution, your product that you're currently working on.
Our product, we're calling it Aftercare Solutions, or Aftercare Insight, does two things. It helps the hospitals themselves actually be able to monitor and address patients not following through with their aftercare. And it also allows the patients to actually have interactions with the hospital. So our system actually reaches out to the patients, reminds them of appointments, reminds them of goals that they're supposed to do with their aftercare instructions, even presents the material that they might have been handed to at the hospital in their native language. Basically, the whole purpose of the system is to ensure that the hospitals are not doing work that they're not going to get paid for. In a nutshell, that's pretty much what it does.
Now, CreateIT is a little bit of a unique firm and company, pretty new, and from Richmond, Indiana. So tell us a little bit about your team and what it's been like to be a team from a smaller city working on this type of challenge.
Pretty interesting. Actually, the team name is CreateIT. It's CreateIT, not CreateIT. It's kind of a play on words, so we hear both often. But yeah, we're a small team, initially 3 people strong from Richmond, Indiana. We had been working on some other healthcare solutions when the Hoosier Healthcare Innovation Challenge came up. We thought, well, perfect opportunity to hop in there and just to see what the waters were like, and spent a day at the challenge and thought, well, we'll put a proposal together, we'll see where this goes, and well, we ended up becoming a finalist. So now our 3-man team is 5 strong. We've brought on a real hardcore implementation person to help us actually be able to implement the solution. We've hired someone that can actually make our product look pretty, so we've hired a full-time UI guy. But yeah, it's very interesting being a team that's pretty far removed from Indianapolis and competing with essentially much bigger and often better funded teams.
Now, you kind of went a step beyond some of the teams initially in working with Reed Hospital out there to test the solution. Tell us a little bit about working with them and sort of the challenges that you might see in a large hospital here in Indianapolis versus what you might see outstate.
Well, it wasn't specifically Reed Hospital, but several of us actually came out of Reed Hospital as employees. So we had a lot of contacts from Reed and from the local area. So prior to actually submitting our proposal, we formed a focus group. Certainly it consisted of the CEO of Reed Hospital, some important key members of Reed Hospital, and just local development people as well, business people, anyone that had any healthcare or business stake in the Richmond community that was willing to help. We put them on a focus panel and said, hey, here's our pitch, here's what we're thinking we want to do, what do you think? Poke holes in it. And it ended up going really well. We left that focus group with a number of things we hadn't even considered that actually made its way into the product, and we threw a few things out that were like, okay, maybe these don't make as much sense as we thought they did. So it really ended up being for the better.
If folks out there are interested in learning more about CreateIT, how can they find you guys?
Certainly our corporate website, www.createit-inc.com. We have a Twitter account as well. I think that's listed on our website. Certainly our corporate website is the best place.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much for your time, James, and good luck going forward. For more information on CreateIT and the Hoosier Healthcare Innovation Challenge, you can visit our website at HoosierChallenge.org.